one of the biggest difficulties of our modern world is the fact that everything has been forcibly overinflated price-wise to the point where just living costs a fortune.
We're getting to £4 for milk now.
I know.
In the current moment of time, it's
nuts, isn't it? It's absolutely nuts. And that's the difficulty, because how do you just be when you're scrabbling to survive? You know, how do you overcome something that you're going through when you don't have time to stop? You don't have time to smell the roses. You don't have time to get out in nature. You don't have time to spend time with friends. You're literally caught in this continuous cycle of must get money in order to survive. Got to pay extortionate rent, then have to pay extortionate council tax on top of that, then have to pay extortionate gas and electric bills, then have to pay all of these different taxes that are placed on top of just about everything else. It becomes astronomical. Even if you're living in incredible moderation, you know, it still gets to the point where you are financially burdened beyond your ability to do anything else.
Yeah. I think you can we can talk about how you could possibly navigate financial difficulties. But I think there's two sides to this, because as a person, if you're a person, you find yourself where you're not able to cover all your costs, for example.
Yeah.
In a general sense, you've accepted to live like that for quite a while, most of the time. So you're going to have to take a good look at that and do something about it, and find a way to shift your circumstances. But if it's a case of you're doing all right, but it's like you can't really move up or put enough in savings to actually do anything, then I think you're going to have to start being smart. You're going to have to start rubbing shoulders with people who are doing the things that you want to do, which I think then begs the question, ask yourself, what is it that you could get into where there's lots of money there, for you to get involved in? So that's always going to be different for each person.
Yeah.
Some people would be all right taking tips in some special nightclubs. Like you get like 500 quid a night if you do an amazing job. Yeah. Maybe that's you. There's so many ways you can improve your situation, but you have to be in a mental state where you can actually.
That's the big one, I think.
Yeah, have those thoughts. Get yourself to that place.
Yeah. That's almost like the stage after the stage of doing. Because I think that with depression, the lethargy, the lack of wanting to do anything is huge. I mean, it's absolutely, if you can't be bothered to get up and make a cup of tea because you just think it's not worth it, then rubbing shoulders with someone who's doing something that may help you get a job to make some money is sort of so far away from that point that you're it's like you've got to deal with the first step, and the first step is doing something, anything. I've had depression a few times in my life. And the only way to get out of it is to get up and start doing something. Have a routine. A daily routine, I find, is absolutely essential. Without it, you can fall back into depression so easily and so quickly.